Hey guys, Milrook back again. Just came in from out in the garage. I figured while I was showing you stuff around the house, I absolutely totally forgot. I don't know how to pronounce it, but this guy right here, if my camera will focus, this guy right here, Capthwoody, I don't know how to pronounce your username, buddy, but he had asked me a long ass time ago for a video on my wood stove setup, and I really apologize for taking so long making a simple video like that. But let me go down in the dungeon right now and I'll show you the wood stove. Okay guys, we're heading to the dungeon, but I figured I had to show you the doorway to the dungeon. This one's for K.E. Robinson. You like this one, buddy? Ponies! I love ponies. Oh look, there's Fuckface's cousin. Oh, they're all fuckfaces. Oh yeah, this is to lure you in, and then once you pass the door, you can't get the fuck back out. But there's my dungeon, there's the stairwell. This was all enclosed when I bought the place, and I fucking hacked it out because where the basement stairs were was retarded. I still have yet to, but I have to. I'm gonna hack this joist off to right about there. My upstairs stairwell comes out to like here, so I'm gonna hack this joist off like right here, and I'm gonna put in like a bull nose, whatever the fuck it's called, and support it from that joist and that joist, and then, you know, have a bracket and nail it in. That way that's supported too, because my front door is right there, and the staircase starts here, and then I hacked it off in the middle, which isn't losing a whole lot of structure, because if you look at the stairwell, it goes on either side there and there, but I gotta get to that. But anyway, we didn't come down here for that. We came down here for the wood stove setup. This is my wood stove setup. Right here. This is a Kodiak stove. Kodiak stove. I don't know, this is a bigger one. It's a double door. It's a lot like a few I've seen other guys in the garage have. Double door. It's got the air control on the door, which I absolutely love because I can just open it wide as fuck, get the fire going, and once there's coals I can close that down and close the damper down, and she'll burn all night. I don't know how big the firebox is, but I know that I can fit a 22-inch log this way, no problem. I could actually, I think it's 24 inches wide, and I don't know, I want to say, I don't know, it's fucking huge. That's how wide it is from there to there. Let me get a tape measure. Okay, got a tape measure. The outside is 23 by, measure it from the back I guess, 23 by 28 is what the measurement is. It's a big boy all the way up. There's a baffle in here and shit. 31 inches tall to that part, and about 26 inches tall to that part. So you know how it steps down, and there's a baffle in there. Yeah. But anyway, I packed that son of a bitch clear full of logs every time I pack the stove. I never have just a little fire unless it's really doesn't even need a fire, which in most cases I won't even fucking start a fire because I like it. I don't mind it around 55, 60 degrees in the house. I really don't. I really don't. So it's a big boy, stuffer full. Got the rope gasket that started to come off. I got to replace around here. And I got this stove off of Craigslist. You guys know me, I'm a cheap deal finding motherfucker. I found this on Craigslist for $75, believe it or not. The guy had 4 different stoves he was selling when I got there, and when I started driving there, this place was in the middle of fucking nowhere. I mean nowhere, nowhere. Like, we drove on a dirt road for at least fucking 10 to 15 miles, and the guy's driveway was like a mile long, and it was like a four-wheeler path. It wasn't even like a fucking driveway. Middle of nowhere. He lived in like a little log cabin, drinking beers when I got there, and I don't know where he got all the wood stoves from, but he was sitting out there wire wheeling one and painting it when I got there, and this one he already had done that too. So, and if I didn't have the Subaru, I had a Subaru wagon when I did that, so that was a lot of weight in the back of that thing. But if I didn't have that Subaru, his driveway was really fucking horrible. But 75 bucks, and I mean, I haven't painted this thing since Buddy painted it, and that's been 3 years ago, and there's a little bit of surface rust coming through like with any stove. All you gotta do is wire brush that shit and repaint it. I'll probably do that this year. Like I said, I haven't done it for 3 years, so I don't know what I used on it. It wasn't a Rust-Oleum bullshit either, but it lasted. But I gotta re-level the legs. It's starting to, I don't know, I had wood under there or something, somehow it got kicked out. But I just have this running out. I believe this is 8-inch pipe with my damper, so I can control the airflow. Right now it's closed, that way, you know, air doesn't go down in there while it's not being used. I've had birds in my wood stove, believe it or not, from the chimney. I got that reduced down to, I think, 6-inch, going into my terracotta insert. And then inside here is a terracotta square sleeve that I had chiseled the hole out and pushed the round terracotta into and mortared all the way around that joint inside and outside. So I put in this chimney. It just sits right on that thick ass concrete floor. It just sits right on top of it right there, and I started building it up. These are chimney blocks. These are square, and then there's a terracotta 8-inch by 8-inch, I believe it is, square liner in there. So you put down 2 or 3 of these, and it fucking wears and tears on your hands doing all this concrete work. And then you put in your terracotta, do 3 more, and then you got to reach down in, and you got to concrete your terracotta joint all together. And I did that all the way up. As you guys can see, I'm in the corner of my basement, right? And that wood stove's directly in the very center of my fucking house, right there. Like, the chimney's in the direct center. You know what I mean? There's a chimney, there's a wall. So it's very economical, whatever, for me, because your chimney will get warm. You know what I mean? And usually your chimney's on the outside. So all that heat that's in your chimney is just dissipating into the air outside, and all you're getting is the heat off of the wood stove. Well, I'm lucky enough to be able to put the chimney straight through the middle of my house. So, and my house isn't very big anyway. So I get the heat from this big ass wood stove, the residual heat off of the chimney, and it's very efficient. I went straight up through the fucking living room floor next to the stairs and straight upstairs. I'll show you guys. But you see this duct work here, and there's duct work over here. Right here. Well, those go, oh my god, there's spider webs everywhere down here. Those go all the way to the upstairs bedroom. And then there is vent holes already cut in the floor for every room of the house. Because this used to have this natural gas, forced hot air shit. And I didn't want to use natural gas because I didn't want a natural gas bill. I wanted firewood because I knew I could get the firewood for almost free. That's what it used to have in it. I'm sure this thing works. It needs really cleaned. It was in the flood, so I don't know if anybody would even want it. It's probably just junk. But she'll just sit there forever. Don't care. But anyway, so what I'm saying is all the rooms were hooked up already for vents and ductwork. And what I want to do is I want to get a sheet metal shroud. A big sheet metal shroud, and I want to put it over top of my wood stove with a fucking big ass fan in the thing, duct to all the rooms in the house, including the upstairs bedrooms, and I'll put like, I'll put fucking dampers so I can turn off and on all the rooms, And I could really make this house efficient because this basement gets, it must get to like 100 degrees down here before it gets to like 75, 80 upstairs. So if I could just put a shroud there and put some fans in there, a fan in there, and if I need a booster fan for the upstairs, I can put a booster fan in the ductwork right before it goes up. So I'll have a booster and that fan. I think I could heat the whole house, no problem. I wouldn't even have to use the electric heater upstairs. I think that's what I should do. I'm going to do. The other thing I could do with that fan as well is in the summertime, it's always cooler in your fucking basement. You know what I mean? So I just hook up the fan, or plug or turn on the fan, and I could pump cool air in all the rooms just as easy as I could pump hot air. Cold air sinks, so you don't really want the cool air to come in from the floor, I guess. But I'm sure it would help cool off the room. I'm not going to go and put in more ductwork so it can fall from the ceiling. Not do that. But that's what I think. I think I want a big ass metal shroud, and I'll hook it up there and just run all my ductwork into it and run it to the rooms. I think that'd be the smartest thing. I could probably start like one little fire and heat up the whole fucking house without having to heat the whole basement first and let the heat rise up. But here's my chimney where it comes up through the floor, and it comes up next to my stairwell here. I did this all by myself, guys. I forget how many bricks there were, but they're 75 pounds a piece, these are, and I did them all by myself. Nobody would help me. It sucked. And then I enclosed it out here with drywall. Baby decided to draw us a picture. Good thing the wall wasn't painted yet. You draw pictures on the wall? She's too into the TV. And then, so it's behind that drywall. I still gotta finish it up here. Right here is the back side of the chimney. Right there. Then you come in what's gonna be my boys' room. And right there's the chimney. All cased in and closed in. All I did up here to enclose the chimney was take my sheetrock and I liquid nailed it right to the chimney. What the fuck's it gonna hurt? It doesn't get that hot when you get all the way up here. It'll get warm, but it ain't gonna catch fucking sheetrock on fire. And it doesn't really hurt nothing. And then right there, it goes up through this crawl space and then through my roof. I'm not gonna climb up on the roof, but I'll go outside and point up at the roof for you guys. Right there's the chimney. Put metal flashing around it, whole fuckload of tar, some really industrial sealant fucking shit, and I got my capstone, which is cracked. I gotta redo it, and then I got like I don't know, 8 to 9 inches of terracotta sticking out the top there. But it's right in the center of my house. It don't leak. It works good. Fucking works good. So there you go. There's the video on the wood stove setup.